Howdy everybody, Big Fan Plus, and welcome back to the BygMan Plays Planescape Torment requested by Bormac. Last left off, we were talking to Fall from Grace's students and helping them with their problems to get Fall from Grace to join us, which is something I definitely want. So next we're going to talk to Echo. This striking woman has skin the color of burnished copper, translucent white dress held precariously by golden glasses draped carefully over her shapely form. The woman nods and smiles briefly. The scent of her hair, sweetly perfumed, fills your nostrils. I had some questions. She nods. Who are you? She smiles a courteous bow from response. Can you speak? Shakes his head and smiles sadly at you.
Updated my journal.
I left this shit already. Can you writhe then, or pantomime? She pouts, shaking her head. But I ask why you can't communicate. She sighs softly and nods. Ask me. Let me ask you about something else. I'm trying to find Vivian's scent. Do you know where it might be? Shakes head, shrug, and gives you an apologetic look. Okay. Let's see here. Wow. Let's see. I think I remember seeing her. Where are you? No. Ah. Walkthrough says Delora. Hey, Delora! Dark-haired, pale-skinned woman has a cultured, refined look about her. As she turns to you, you note that her eyes, which you had previously thought to be gray, are the color of brushed steel. Greetings! The woman's voice is soft, calm, and without reflection. It has a certain faraway quality, if somehow not attached to her. Greetings. I am called Delora. May I serve you somehow? In what ways can you serve me, Delora? She blinks her eyes and touches her hand to her heart, bowing her head slightly. I am able to delve any scholarly or academic matter quite proficiently, if that is your wish. I am also well versed in various games of strategy, should you wish to play something, though I have the materials for a few such games here. Actually, could I just ask you a few questions? Dora casts her eyes to the floor with a sound that might be a sad sigh. I am willing to serve you as a patron, but I have no wish to answer other questions at this time. My apologies. But I'm afraid you shall simply have to bear with that for the time being. What's wrong? I can help you with.
My journal.
She looks up at you from the floor and into your eyes. Once more you're struck by the pale smoothness of skin, the cold depths of her silvery eyes. No, I fear not. My troubles are a matter of the heart. In time, I think, all things shall be resolved. Are you sure there's nothing I could do? Certain? Laura pauses and thinking. No, I am not. My first love, Merriman, possesses still the keys to my heart. Really? So long as he has them, I shan't be free to love another. This is the cause of my melancholy. Why don't you just seek them out and then speak them? Dora shakes her head. I may not leave this place. The reasons why are deeply personal and not to be shared with strangers, even ones who might bestow a kindness upon me. But suffice to say that I cannot seek out Merriman myself. Then I will find him, speak to him on your behalf.
Updated my journal.
Delora nods, the slightest hint of a smile appearing on her lips. She bows her head. Were you to find to speak with Merriman, I'd be most grateful. He is a member of the Society of Sensation, so you may wish to ask for him at Civic Festival. I'll determine to find him, so it's number. Fortunately, Delora can't be helped because she's got a problem of her frickin' own. Let's see. Let me just check here. I want to make sure here. I gotta help Delora before I can even fraggin' do anything. Okay, so let me go deal with the Merriman situation. Hey, yo, Merriman! This man looks like a bitter, cantankerous old codger. His mouth is twisted into a frown, becomes even more severe as he notices you coming his way. Merriman, my name may be, but Mary I am not! Off with you, young one! No time for the likes of you! Close to a fit of coughing, exertion shooing you away so loudly. Wait, the narrator wanted me to speak with you. Remember I just that's so? About what, eh? Says you're her first love. And as long as you hold the key to her heart, she'll never be free to love another. She told you that, eh? I'm surprised. Perhaps leaving her and under Mistress Grace's tutelage did what I couldn't. Started to develop her feelings. In any case, Pat's a pocket honest in it. Yeah, I won't just give the keys to you. Wait. Those are literally the keys to her heart? He nods. That they are. Dolores a construct. Didn't you know that? Creature, sorcerer, and clockwork mechanic she is. And one of my finest creations, Merriman sighs. But cold, without emotion or character. I brought her to the brothel and set her so that she could not leave, in the hopes that the constant contact with so many others would begin to develop her own personality. Keys are the tools used to set her. She wants them because she feels they're limiting her personal growth now, I suspect. Then why don't you just return them to her? Merriman scowled. Because I've become a cruel and bitter old man who sees he can get something out of you. Go on then, what the fuck do you want, you little bastard? I want her to forget. I've lived almost 150 years. God dang! Now, and I've seen every sensory stone I carried in this grand hall. I've little time left to live, and I'm too weak to go out in search of wholly new experiences. So I need to find a way to forget them all. That way I can start again my final days. How can I help?
My journal.
I'll eat something. Some concoction that will allow me to forget, like a draw, the river Styx, something like that. Right, I'll return if I find something. Like that. And, really. So, you set your robot into a brothel to gain a personality, and now that she has a personality, it's become sad because she wants to be free, you won't give her the keys. How about I just stab you, you bastard? Fucking douchebag. Shit. Let me go deal with that and I'll be right back. But first, before we help him with his issue, we have to ask her about one of the pieces. The Dark Birds of Acanthus.
Updated my journal.
All of them are chipped from the great magical sheet of black infinite ice that rests in the black belly of the plain of Acanthus. Ivana pauses, tapping her chin. It is said that this sheet of ice is the final destination of the river Styx, and that the recollections of all that have plunged into the river Styx memory-destroying waters still lie frozen within the ice. If the water of the Styx destroy one's memories, would this ice from Acanthus do the same? I can only assume so, yes. That's all I wish to know. Yes. Probably should go back to her and actually ask her about some of the damn paintings, but now we have the tools needed to help her on her issue. I'm actually doing this a bit out of order from the walkthrough, but oh well. See if I can't get over here and talk to that little old bitter old man. I could just stab his ass and take the key. Hey, you bitter old man, give me this damn key.
All right.
Merriman.
What's up?
Here, take this mug. It holds the Dark Bird of Acanthus, a sliver of ice from the river Styx. It should wipe your memories clean. Merriman takes the mug and removes the piece of paper from his pocket. He tilts the mug back and takes the ice into his mouth. It melts instantly, leaving him with a somewhat startled expression. Merriman?
My journal.
Merriman looks at you confused, and then the paper in his hands. He reads aloud. Congratulations, Merriman! You've begun again. Thanks to the man in front of you, and thank the man in front of you, and give him the key in your pocket. Speak to Splinter, the man at the door of this building, for more information. He looks at you again. Well, it would seem I owe you thanks, good sir. Here, take this key. Best find this Splinter fellow and ask him what's going on. Thanks, Merriman.
Ooh, looks like my skills have increased.
Good, we level your ass up straight away. Now let's get the hell out of here. And also, hopefully I'm going to be able to debate Delora too. I need to debate her because she has a... Alright, let me save it here real quick. In the event this ends badly. Hopefully not. Dolores' eyes flash. Did you find him? Has he agreed to return the keys to my heart? Yes, I have the keys to your heart. Here they are.
Updated my journal.
30,000 experience! At last. She takes the keys from her grasp. Her hand brushes against yours. Her skin is dry, but icy to the touch, like cold metal. These will be of great use to me. I thank you. Of course I'll answer questions. Of course, I'll answer what I can. So let me learn more about your nature. Doris blinks. Merriman never told me much regarding my construction. I know little of the inner workings of my body, much as you likely know little of yours. Tell me... no, I might know a little more than you think. Outwardly, though, I am a human woman in all respects, save for the texture and temperature of my flesh. Does that satisfy your curiosity? What about your mind emotions? Its functions are as much a mystery to me as any human's. When I first came to this place, I did not understand emotions, nor have any of my own. I have feelings now, though I am only beginning to understand them. What do the keys do exactly? I can only assume that Merriman made the keys so that there would be no risk of me drawing away from him before he had tired of his experiment. Now that they are in my possession, I am free to develop and possess my own emotions. How does your mind work? You do have emotions, right? Its functions are as much... Oh, okay. Another question? What can you tell me about the silent prostitute?
Updated my journal.
Yes, her name is Echo. Her voice, and in fact every means of communication, was stolen and destroyed. Echo's words once wooed away the paramour of the godling Paramecia. Paramecia, in a jealous tone, tore away Echo's voice, sealed it within a crystal vial, and hurled it into a megalomadraga's maw. Echo's voice is forever lost to her. Only another new voice could return to her the ability to communicate once more. I know this because I spoke to Paramecia's paramour myself once. Ooh, it kind of sucks. Try to find Vivian's scent. You know where it is?
Updated my journal.
I will assume you mean her personal scent, which she alleges has been stolen from her by one of the prostitutes here. I do not know with whom it now rests. You may wish to ask Nene, however, as she seemed much what occurs here. How could someone's scent be stolen? Vivian utilizes an aspect of the art to create, change, and enhance the olfactory aspects of an object, living or dead. Perhaps the thief knows some of these skills as well. Her scent would have to rest in an object, however, and not on the thief. Were the case, else Vivian would know them by their smell. Now the question? Let's see, what are you doing here? I, like the other women here, am a student of Mistress Grace. She tutors us in the ways of dialogue and verbal intercourse. Most of the students will go on to become members of the Society of Sensation, having come to study beneath the mistress in preparation for the faction's initiation rites. You enjoyed here. I am learning much. This pleases me, yes. She smiles for a moment. The expression seems awkward in her pale face, as if it was somehow foreign to her. You said something about initiation rites? You would do well to seek the answers to such questions from Mistress Grace. She would explain them better than I might. As my questions, let's see. We're supposed to be able to debate her from memory. Know about this place? Probably, nope, that's not it. Let's see, 6. Reveal puzzle well.
Updated my journal.
I know that she was, or is, or should she still be numbered among the living, a night hag of great power and inestimable evil. The Lady of Pain banished her to an extra-dimensional prison for crimes against the city of Sigil. You would do well to speak to Yves of her. She knows a great many tales and can likely tell you of Revels. Ooh. That's our questions. I'll see. How the hell do I talk to the frickin'... Let me see. What are you doing here? Sensation. Let's see. Hopefully we learn more about nature. Mind emotions. I think I may have botched, and I could have botched and, yeah, I botched. Oh, well. Missed 3,000 experience, but oh, well. Never mind.
Learn some new tricks.
Oh, but she levels up. Of course you level up. Oh, and you don't have any thief skills to... Lovely. Okay, now let's go talk to... Okay. Familiar with the secret entrance. Secret entrance up here? Really? Oh, room north of the middle. Oh, we're not going to worry about that. Head back downstairs and hit the next room in a clockwise direction, which is this one. And what's in here? Okay, it's locked. Alright, locked, of course. Locked, of course. Marissa's supposed to be hiding in here, but I don't see her. I didn't see her walking about, so let me go find her. I had to just walk away and then come back and talk to Laura to get this done. Let's see. So how can you say? She blinks her eyes. You have to... Yeah, I can do this now. Just how you might serve me, Delora. She blinks her eyes and then touches her hand to her heart, bowing her head slightly. I am able to debate any scholarly or academic matter quite proficiently, if that is your wish. I'm also well versed in various games of strategy, should you wish to play something, though I have the materials for a few such games here. Oh, I got board games! Debate, you say? Delora nods. That is correct. I am neither a tome nor a tutor. I have no desire to educate my patrons. Should you have a matter to discuss, however, the 15 factions and their effects on Sigillian politics, the most effective battle stratagems for warring in Acheron, the meaning of existence itself, I'd be most pleased to choose a counterpoint and engage you in a debate. Choose a topic, see if you can best her. Choose a topic again. Debate lasts a long time, as two of you exchange points and counterpoints, each attempting to methodically undermine the other's position. As you speak, a strange feeling begins to come over you. A memory, trying to resurface. Allow it. 5,000 experience. Memories of a great hall begin to form in your mind. A vast place full of well-dressed elites. A formal ball was taking place. Before you was a small, impeccably dressed fellow who wore a golden medallion. It was emblazoned with the symbol you dimly recall as Sign of One. The two of you stood in a circle of onlookers who've gathered to listen to your debate. Keep going. But that's impossible, the man says, saying, looking perplexed. Oh, but it is. You recall yourself replying, I've made several inarguable points and given you a number of examples. You simply don't exist. But you can't! Were I accept it, Yes, you'd cease to exist. Without a flash of light or a puff of smoke, with no fanfare of any sort, the man was simply gone. The onlookers oohed and awed, some clapped. You remember giving a flourishing bow, walking away, a small satisfied smile upon your lips. You suddenly realized Dolores watching you closely. Are you feeling well? We might finish our discussion another time, should you like. No, let's continue. As hard-pressed as you are to beat Dolores' infallible sense of logic, you eventually went out. She merely nods in approval. You are a most skilled debater. This there is no denying. I do feel, though, that I had time to perform some research. You might not have bested me. Thanks. But Delora nods. If you would like, we can debate once more upon the same topic. I could argue position this time, should you desire it. Let's see, Can we play... Not right now. Can we play a game, though? Of course. Is there anything particular you wish to play? I don't really know. I don't really remember any games. Here then, allow me to show you one. Delora brings out a thin lacquered box, which unfolds into a small board marked with a grid. The contents of the box prove to be a number of polished stone chips, half of them black, half of them white. This game goes by many names. Should I explain the rules to you? Yes. Delora explains the rules of the game, how the chips are moved, and how one bests one's opponent. It seems somehow faintly familiar to her. The rules are simple, yes, but a great deal of complexity lies within the game itself. It takes a great deal of time to master. Shall we play? Yes. As you play, you come to realize that you've done so before. You recall various ploys and strategies that have won you previous games, and employ every trick you know to beat her. Suddenly, a strange feeling comes over you. A memory trying to... Hello? Memories of a smoke-filled field about beginning to fill your mind. Atop a great hill overlooking the fighting, you sat, mounted upon a massive four-legged beast. The braying of horns carried your order to the troops below. Even as you watched, your forces divided, fleeing left and right as the foreign army fought its way up the hill to slay the enemy lord. You. The fools. You had thought, lips curling in a wicked smile. My knight shall charge down the hillside and stop their advance in an instant. And at that very moment my retreating footmen will fall into crush their flanks. Yet another victory soon will be mine. You suddenly realize Dolores watched you intently. Are you feeling well? We might take up the game another day if she wishes. No, let's keep going. Delora plays excellently, counteracting all but your most crafty moves. But eventually your feints, calculating maneuvers, win over her well-crafted strategies. She nods approvingly as she begins to put the game away. You are a fine player, perhaps a master. I commend you for your skill. Let's see here. Thanks, but you always play so mercilessly? Flora nods. Mistress Grace instructed me to hold nothing back for another of her students' plays, so that her opponent will always just manage a win. It was Mistress Grace's desire that I provide a different sort of experience, a true challenge rather than something that might be more pleasing to one's ego. Okay. Get 2 memories out that shit. And now let's go find Marisa. Where the frick? Wait. Nanny, you're not... Oh,
I'm
please,
gone.
could be this bullshit where I've gotta run around to
I'm
every
gone.
goddamn room. Nanny, why are you even wandering around this shit?
All right.
What's this room?
All
What
right.
is this now? Caretaker, what's going on up here? What the hell is this shit? The man looking slightly puzzled nods you, but greetings, sir. Might I ask how you came to be? I just came down the stairs. That strange door I found. I'd best work on concealing it a bit better then. Shrugs and smiles. I'm the brothels caretaker, by the way. You're not supposed to be down here, really, but it's alright if you look around for a bit to ask some questions. Falls nervously. I really shouldn't even allow you down here, let alone be chatting with you. Please, no questions for now. Tell me what this place is, at least. It's where the lady's sensory stones are kept. They use them as diaries of a sort. You won't be able to use them if that's what you're thinking. Each of them is attuned to one particular student of the brothel, so that only she may access the stone. That's
Updated my journal.
all I really wish to know. Now we still gotta find... That's Vivian. Where the hell is... Miriam? One second. Alright, there we go. We found her. Hiding. Squinting at the figure behind the partition, you can barely make out a shapely female form in the darkness. She turns to you, but you can see nothing in her face. Greetings! The figure answers in a voice that is slow and deadly, like a steel dagger drawn across stone. Yes? Come to speak with Marissa, have you? Quite rude of you to enter a darkened room, storming behind my partition like so rude and foolhardy. You can hear a faint whispering sound like a slight breeze or a hissing of serpents. Mori whispered, whoa, creepy shit. My apologies, I wasn't sure if someone was here. Woman gives a slight but it would seem there is someone in this room, wouldn't it? Should you be on your way then? Just yet. I had some questions. Ask. Why you remain behind the screen? Is it your wish that I step away from the partition to some patch of light and speak to you face to face? Marissa laughs, and there is a sound of scales sliding on scales. Nay, I think not. The darkness suits me, and doubtless suits you as well. Why is it so dark in here? Preventing unwanted and embarrassing casualties. Now what is it you want? One second. Sorry about that. Once again, more eruptions. I want you to come into the light. Nay, and the addition of please will not serve to persuade me. Now what do you want? Surely you do not come all this way to see me. I do want to see what you look like. You have no such want. Oh, I do. What do you look like? The darkness hides us both. Let's make it a game. I'm frighteningly bored. Let me guess. Are you human male? I think so. You think so? How could you not know? It's kinda complicated. Indeed, it must be too great for mere mind. Mind to grasp. I really have no idea where I am. Truly, it's almost interesting. There's a sound of hissing in the darkness. Describe yourself to me. Truth. I'm tall, muscular, and horribly scarred. Indeed? She paused for a moment. How are you so horribly scarred? Wait, never mind. I do not wish to know. Now describe yourself to me. Grace describes herself as a shapely, pale-skinned, beautiful woman with a forked tongue, hair made up of writhing ass, and glowing eyes, which you assume are just keeping shut. Oh, goody! She's a fucking Gorgon! Are you a fiend?
Updated my journal.
Marine laughed slightly, the sound accompanied by a slight hissing. No, hardly, though I've powers some might call fiendish. My glance turns living things to stone, for instance, from beings of flesh to statuary with the bat of an eyelash. Living stone, could you say turn a limb into a statue?
Updated my journal.
I suppose I could, had you a limb and I were inclined to do so. And I might be so inclined had I had my crimson veil, but I do not know where it has gone. Have you seen it, perchance? No? What's it for? It's just normal veil? Marissa sighs quietly. No, not quite. It aids me in communication. Face-to-face communication, that is. Why you need to hide your face? Nothing's asking that question. No tiresome. Just some questions answered. Ask. See, I recently told you were sneaking away from Vivian's chambers. Is that connected with her missing set somehow?
Updated my journal.
Marissa says nothing, though an angry hissing issues from the darkness around her. Yes, I've been known to creep into Vivian's chamber for some of her perfume, though I doubt you'll meet another who hasn't. If you're implying I've got her personal scent, well, feel free to sniff around. You'll not find it on me or in my chambers, I assure you. Perhaps whoever took my crimson veil took Vivian's scent as well. Another question? What can you tell me about the song?
Updated my journal.
Yes, Echo. I knew another Echo once, though her name was written differently. I know nothing of this girl, though. Ask Laura. Okay, that's all I wish to know. Do I have a journal entry now? 2. Crimson veil. Good. And I don't have a limlin. I thought I did have a limlim. Oh. I had it equipped in my hand. So, we have a missing scent and a missing veil. Someone in this place is a thief. Where are we going to find these missing items? Find out next time on the BygMan Plays Planescape Torment, requested by Bormac. Till then, it's Big Fatty Plus, sayonara, and... You know... I wouldn't doubt that she's probably pretty, even with the whole Gorgon thing going on. But, you know, it's like the whole thing of, hey, she's pretty good looking, but you won't be able to see her for more than like maybe half a second before you turn rigid and stony. That kind of sucks, you know? It really does kind of suck.